let's get into the 10-minute handstand workout level 4. As always, I start with my wrist and shoulder warm-up, but now I will go directly into the handstand workout. You can see the full workout with the warm-up in my free handstand program, which is in the description down below. Let's get started. Alright, so we just finished the first exercise, the front bodyline drill, and now we are gonna do 30 seconds of rest and we will go directly to the next exercise. And you know, we have been already working a lot on the bodyline for the 3 workouts, so we won't do any more bodyline work here, but I think that the front bodyline drill is always welcome because it also works on shoulder mobility, and this is always a good thing. So now let's get into the second exercise, which I believe is the single most important exercise for learning the handstand: toe pulls and finger pulls. Let's go. Well, so we just did the first set of toe pulls, and now I want you to look into the details. If you noticed, I was separating the 2 legs together from the wall, and that's what I call the second level of toe pulls. But in the previous workout, in the workout 3, if you remember, I was only separating 1 leg at a time, which was an easier variation, and it's what I call level 1. So now on the second set of toe pulls, I will go 1 step further and I will do the level 3, which is also separating 2 legs at a time, but I will also include shoulder movement. And this is what I call the second layer of balance. And in this case, I'm using the component of shoulder movement, which I'll be leaning forward with my shoulders, almost like going into a plunge when my legs are still into the wall. And as soon as my feet starts getting freestanding, I will bring my shoulders back into alignment. And if you want to get into the longer holds of handstands, now maybe you can already hold it for 10 seconds. If you want to get into the 20-second, 30-second mark, you want to master this shoulder movement or this second layer of balance. Let's do it. Enough of toe pulls, now we are gonna do finger pulls. And it's actually almost the same as you know, but with your back facing the wall. But this small tweak changes the mechanics of the exercise completely, and it's basically you have to focus on the opposite of the toe pulls. For example, first, when you focus on the pressure from your hands, when your feet are still on the wall, you want to be creating pressure with your fingers, finger pulls. And then, once you are working on the second layer of balance, you want to open your shoulders at the beginning when your legs are touching the wall, and it's almost like going into a Mexican handstand or a banana handstand, but as soon as your feet are separating from the wall, you get back into alignment. And now first I will do, as before, first the level 2 of the exercise, and on the second set I will do the level 3. Let's do it. Okay, so only one set of finger pulls is left. Now I'll be doing it the level 3, so adding the second layer of balance or the shoulder movement. And I want you to know that there's more than the shoulder movement in the second layer of balance. It's also very important to know what's going on your knees, hips, or elbows. I did a video called How Hand Balancing Works, which explains perfectly the second layer of balance. And I think that if you are like someone more like scientific or technical guy like me, you will for sure enjoy this video, because I try to use these different scientific concepts like center of mass, things like of this nature to explain the handstand. And for me, it's beautiful. But anyway, also I want to add that here, although I'm using different levels of toe pulls and finger pulls in the same workout, I want you to stick to the same level for at least 4 to 6 weeks until you feel that you have mastered it. But there's always an exception. If you feel that you are having a lot of trouble that day creating balance and holding a handstand or doing this exercise, just go a level lower of toe pulls and finger pulls, or just get closer to the wall, because that way you will make the exercise easier. All right, so we just finished the core of the handstand workout. Now we are gonna do a finisher, one of my favorite exercises called elevated feet lift-offs. And this exercise is not only super cool to do, but also will give you a lot of awareness and control to your handstand. And it's almost like a level 1 of toe pulls, so that you are facing the wall with legs separated, but it's like an extreme version, because your trailing leg is on an elevated surface. The higher the surface, the easier it's gonna be, and your leading leg is straight. But well, actually, if you want to balance from the beginning, so that as soon as you move from the surface, your trailing leg, you are already in a balanced position, you are holding it, you have to move your leading leg, instead of straight, a little bit past the vertical, and also lean forward with your shoulders. And then you close the gap, you bring both legs together in a controlled and slow way. We will do 3 reps for each leg. Let's do it. Nice. So we have officially finished the workout. Now it's optional. So if you want, you can do some freestanding kick up attempts. At the beginning, I recommend you to be more diligent. And once you practice the kick ups, try to do 20 attempts and at least like 4 times a week. It doesn't necessarily need to be like after your handstands, but yeah, try to find 4 times during the week at least, or 3, to practice kick ups. The more that you practice, the better that you will get at this, because it has like a very high skill component. And what I think is key for like keeping track of your progress with the kick ups is to take notes. You can write it on your phone, how many of the 20 attempts were successes. And by success, I mean like getting at least 1 or 2 seconds of balance when you kick up. For me at the beginning, it was horrible. I was getting less than 10 or 20%. And a good benchmark, a good threshold for me, it's like 50%. With 50%, I'm personally like very happy. I was very happy to achieve it. There are more like purist coaches that like to have like 80%, whatever you want to. Now I will like do some kick up attempts so that you can see how it looks like.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
To complete this workout, we have these 2 sub-goals. One is to get a 20-second handstand, freestanding handstand from toe pulls, finger pulls, or even better, from a freestanding kick up. And the second sub-goal is to get a 50% success rate on your kick ups. In calisthenics hacks, we have this principle called reverse engineering that says that for a big goal, we want to map out the different steps to get there, and each step has its own particular sub-goals. And that's exactly what we are doing here. Remember also that if you want a PDF with all these workouts for free, you just need to click the link on the description down below and you will be able to get that for free. If you do that, you will have inside access to my VIP newsletter, which is where I give my best stuff. Actually, all my students that got a 30-second handstand started from there, so don't miss that. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next video.